Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rova, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. Shake, baby, shake. As you've heard me say time and time again, that Donald Trump is the greatest finesser, the greatest confidence man the world has ever seen. I will also start referring to him as King Trump. And I've also said that he has mastered the art of perception being reality. So, the reason why I'm bringing this up today is the perception is that he cared about minorities and black people. The reality is there is not a black person or a minority in sight in his entire cabinet. And I know that you people are gonna throw Vikram Rushwami in my face, but you know, technically, he and Elon aren't in his cabinet. He created a position for them because of the money they donated, especially Elon. So, here's the other thing. He did Ben Carson dirty. You know, one big house and not a black person in sight. Ice Cube said that best in the 90s. One big house and not a black person in sight, not a minority in sight. The perception was, oh, I love black people, I love minorities. The reality is, not so much. He is the greatest finesser, the greatest confidence man the world has ever seen. They will be studying this King Trump many, many decades from now. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because it sets the tone for everything that will come. Every single thing he tells you he is going to do, and tells you how much he loves black people, minorities, how much he does for black people and minorities, it's all bollocks. Do you think that there was even a minority, a black person interviewed for a cabinet position? Honestly? Even considered? I don't. Let me know what you think, because I certainly do not believe that there was even a black person or a minority even considered for a cabinet position. I don't. This is the new Nazi party. This is racism, extremism, white nationalism, hatred at its finest. That is who won this election. So when racism and hatred wins an election, not just QAnon, there cannot be a black person or a minority or any person of color in the White House. And that's just how it is. That's how racism works. Go back and look at Nazi Germany and Hitler. You know, he certainly didn't have any Jewish people or black people in his army, and Donald Trump has accepted that same fact. So, what do you think? What do you think? Not a black person or a minority in sight in his entire cabinet, but rallied about how much he loves black people, how much he loves minorities, how much he's done for black people, how much he's done for minorities, and not a black person in sight. One big house and not a black person in sight. Shout out to Ice Cube. So what do you think? I just think that this sets the tone with King Trump. And yes, I will be referring to him as King Trump from now on, because the American monarchy has been born. The American monarch. There is no going back. There's no doing it over. Racism, hatred, bigotry, ageism, sexism is thriving. We know that now. That is what and who won the election. But let me know what you think, especially if you're a minority. I want to know what you think of there not being a minority or a black person in sight in his entire cabinet. I desperately want to know what you think. All of my love, light, love, hope, peace, and joy. Be a good person. Help people when you can. Do right. God's love, light, peace, hope, and joy. Grande beso. But this will set the tone for the Trump monarchy and the Trump monarch, King Trump. Love you. See you later.